What's going on, everybody? Jim here from Clockwork Industries. Welcome back to another Clockwork gaming video for Diablo Immortal. So today, we're chilling in the stream, and we're going to go through the new patch notes and check out what's coming in this new update on the 14th. So we got 2 more days, and there's a lot of stuff here. We got a lot to go through. I'm going to break this up into a couple videos because there's so much. I might even do 3 because there's a lot of stuff coming with this one. Crash into the Hell's Minions in a Terror Tide. So this is the second major update. The first one was with the warband stuff, obviously. Packed with a slew of changes to existing content and systems, as well as new content such as Stormpoint Zone, Void-Wound Heliquary, and much more. All right, let's see here. Our first post-launch zone, players will sail to the Salt Scrub Prison Island and investigate sinister plot. So we know that there's the new zone coming. Before we dig into the major update, because of the upcoming holidays, we will release the content update in 2 weeks, as we traditionally have. We'll release a content update in 2 weeks, as we traditionally have. Wait, so what do we? Our next content update will come the end of will come early January 2023. So they're talking about the 2-week update system there. So let's start with the feature updates. We'll go over that for this video, and then I'll make another video for some of the other stuff because there's a ton of stuff here. So we got the new hell tiers. Paragon's going to keep going up. I just saw somebody say though that Paragon's going to go down to 320. So let's keep reading and see. Our new server Paragon level experience and loot bonuses will elevate you to Hell 6 promptly. For more information on how to unlock hell difficulties in Diablo Immortal, see our Void-Wound Heliquary section. Let's just click there really quick. Long ago, witches, blah, blah, blah. Heliquary raids may now be soloed across all difficulties. The difficulty of each Heliquary boss is significantly increased with each hell difficulty. To unlock new hell difficulties in Diablo Immortal, you must defeat corresponding. So they're tying the hell difficulties to players may now party up across hell difficulties 1 to 6 or 1 to 4. Dungeon difficulty will scale to each party member's respective hell difficulty, and as will any experience gains and loot drops. Demonic remains have also been reworked in the following remains. Demonic remains will now drop after each Heliquary boss is slain. You only receive remains for your first 5 kills following each Heliquary reset. So is that Scoria? Does anybody know? I'm guessing demonic remains means, unless that's a new. Defeating unlocks Hell 5. Now what about Hell 6? Okay, so this Ophaneb, the Skinned Veil, will unlock Hell 6. Okay, so all the Heliquary bosses are geared to the new Hell tiers. That's interesting. So this is all the bosses going down. All right, now let's go back to the top and we'll keep going through those feature updates. So that's a pretty interesting change. Is it the demon artifact? Oh, maybe that's what it is. I think you're right. Not the Scoria, but the actual like piece you put in your Heliquary to give you the combat rating, or the combat rating and the buff you get for challenge rifts. Okay, so we got the new hell tiers. Daily activities. Bounty chest has now had higher drop rate for legendary items, which is awesome because I think in the entire time I've been playing, so going on 6 months now, I've gotten 2 legendaries from the bounties. Only 2. And they happened within like a week of each other, and that was only a few weeks ago. Completing a bestiary quest will now guarantee a legendary in the first turn-in. We knew this from data mines and stuff. Completing 3 dungeons will now reward a guaranteed set item once per day. The set item will be rewarded via the codex. So I wonder if they were talking something about trading it. I wonder if you just literally get to pick the set item you want. We'll see how that is once it comes into the game. Below server Paragon system, all servers will be set to server Paragon 320. So this is a squish that they were talking, or Top Keck was just mentioning. The maximum experience rewards below server Paragon has been increased 400 to 800. So this basically puts SCA servers, NA servers, all the servers are now on the same server Paragon, which before, you know, when they launched SEA, they were like 60 or something server levels behind. The bestiary legend, yeah, for sure. So now every time you turn, so you go do your bounties, you have a higher chance of getting a legendary from those, and then you basically get a bestiary turn in for doing all your bounties. You get a guaranteed legendary there, and then 3 dungeons a guaranteed legendary. Yeah, it definitely needed a buff. That's legit. The chance to receive legendary and set items as a drop has been increased by 250% for players below the server Paragon. As a player gets closer to that level, the increased drop rates will decrease. So that helps players get caught up. I get that. New Paragon trees, Massacre, Brawler, and Duelist. We recognize that having new Paragon trees unlocks trees locked behind specific Paragon levels makes them feel more time gated and doesn't necessarily feel like you've earned them once you're unlocked. As a part of this update, we're shifting Paragon trees to unlock at different hell difficulties to help hell difficulties feel more rewarding and allow player skill instead of grind time to provide early access to Paragon trees. Players that have already unlocked existing Paragon trees will have those trees unlocked after the update, and in every case, players should be able to unlock new Paragon trees sooner than they could prior to the update. Massacre. Focus on your efficiency as you rack up kills. So this is like a farming, open world farming type thing. Brawler focuses on bolstering your defenses against elite enemies, while in a party this benefit will be shared with others. Duelist focuses on utilizing skills to stack damage bonuses. You must avoid taking damage to maintain these benefits. In the event you do receive damage, all power built up will erupt outward in a static discharge. We've also adjusted the way cheat death works. Cooldown is decreased from 120 seconds to 210 seconds. Cheat death's effect is extremely potent in PvP, and we want deaths to have more meaning. Our intention is that increasing the cooldown will lead to fewer situations where multiple cheat death effects all stack together to provide long periods of immunity of dying. This should lead to more consistent skirmishes during a battleground where a player's death actually results in a death. This change should not have any real impact on other game modes. And the monk buff. So we're going to see some interesting stuff here. They've restructured the way monk skills are added. So like Wave of Light now unlocks early. Exploding Palm unlocks earlier. Flying Dragon. Shield of Zen is pushed back. And Inner Sanctuary is pushed back. Because those aren't really used in grinding open world. And like leveling up. Yeah, I'm 401 Paragon. Well, it looks like I don't know if we're going to keep our Paragon, but the server Paragon's going to smush down to 320, or if we're all going to get smushed down to 320. I don't know how that's going to work, actually. I mean, overall, it really doesn't matter. You still, we're kind of all getting to this point, and then we'll push to where we got to go. Hopefully they list a CR for the new hell tiers. Yeah, it doesn't even look like there is a CR. It looks like you got to get the boss down, so the boss will have a CR that you probably need to get to. If we go to 320, we won't be getting upgrades. Yeah, I don't know how that's going to work. I don't know if we're all going to get squished down to 320 at Server Paragon, or Server Paragon's going to be 320 and we're just going to be way above it. Attributes are based on Paragon. Maybe that's supposed to be 420. Yeah, that's true, because you stack in your life. All those secondary skills are all deep in the server Paragon, or in the Paragon trees. Yeah, we'll see if that's a typo or not. That's going to be interesting. So Flying Kick's range was increased, which is really nice. And the cooldown was reduced. That definitely makes Flying Kick a lot better. Cyclone Strike charge time reduced. Wave Strike charge time was reduced to half a second. And the radius... Oh, this is interesting. This might make Wave Strike actually a useful stun. I was trying that out in the build, but the animation was so slow. Wave of Light damage was increased. This is going to make open world builds really nice. Exploding Palm debuff now also causes enemy to bleed. Bleed effect will be applied to all legendary affixes, but for Exploding Palm. Deadly Reach. This Deadly Reach one makes this interesting, but I don't know if this is still beat it out for the teleport. I don't know. After review of current set items, V2's 4-piece bonus provided double the attack speed compared to what it is in game description. This is interesting. So we've been having 60% attack speed from V2's when it's supposed to be 30. In the same vein, we concluded other sets could benefit from tuning too. We've changed the following set bonuses. Windloft 2-piece, gain 1,000 wins. When in combat, increasing your movement speed by 15%. 1,000 wins deactivates for 2 seconds if you take damage. So you don't lose it entirely. You just lose it for 2 seconds and then it's back. Isatar, each time you defeat an enemy, gain 30% increased movement speed for 3 seconds. So yeah, you can keep cruising with it. This is going to be great for Feasting Baron's 4-piece. Increases damage done from all sources by 20% to enemies suffering under your loss of control effects. Oh, was this primary attack only at first? Or is this for everybody? From all sources. So I wonder if this means if you stun somebody with this set bonus, everybody's damage to them is increased. The wording's a little weird there. Hero's Journey, the following maintenance windows for the major content. All progress of Hero's Journey 1 through 6 will be paused, and a new Hero's Journey will begin. Chapters 1 through 4 will be available for the new Hero's Journey. Chapters 5 and 6 coming later. To ease chapter completion, we removed all zone event tasks from Hero's Journey while completing their chapters. Adventurers will receive rewards. Boundary Walker Portrait Frame. Hero's Journey is planned to be available for about 6 months, similar to the first iteration. Shadow War. Players that become immortal in Shadow War will now experience a new stamina mechanic. Whenever they move throughout the battlefield, stamina bar will begin to drain. Oh, okay. So when you're running it, fighting a big thing, and you can actually run faster. That's interesting. We were putting barbs in place for this specifically. Feasting Barons gives you 30% duration on stuns with the 2 set, and then with the 4 set, you got a damage buff, but they buffed it up from 15 to 20%. And I think it was only like primary attack damage or something, or increases your damage. Now it's all sources. So that means, like, I think if you stun somebody with that, everybody does more damage to them. I'm not 100% sure on that wording, though. So now we get a stamina bar. All right, dungeons. There's now a blacksmith located at the end of all dungeons. Damn, that is nice. Ancient elites can now randomly appear in dungeons. Very nice. A waypoint has been added to the next to Cavern of Echoes dungeon in the Frozen Tundra Zone. Very nice quality of life stuff. Increased chance to roll a 10% modifier when imbuing charms. Damn. What if that 6% I just rolled would have been a 10? But those are some pretty nice feature updates and quality of life stuff. We'll see how this goes with the whole Paragon thing. I'm a little skeptical of that, but I think they might have worded it wrong. Or maybe the number was off. But yeah. We'll jump into the other stuff in the next video. Thank you all for watching. If you liked the video, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and yeah, I will catch you in the next one, which will go over like the new zone and the new gems and all that kind of stuff. So thanks for watching. I'll catch you later.